Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. So yes, I'm slightly late on this. Yes, it's because I'm on the other side of the planet. I'm down under and time zones and stuff stuffed me up. But here we are. We're going to talk about it. We've obviously got the patch notes come through for JP. We've got the new LR unit, which is very, very interesting. So I'm a bit of a curveball. I'm going to talk to it a bit later, but we'll go through the patch notes. I'll give you guys my feedback and my feedback. My thoughts, and yeah, let's get stuck into it. So we have a new ELAINE. Everyone kind of guessed that this was coming. Everyone guessed this was happening. There was the leaks around it, so we'll definitely look at her as a unit, and we'll go into it. So let's have a quick look. So basically, fulfilled promise, shining feather ELAINE. Love having 6 ELAINEs or something, whatever. How many ELAINEs we're up to now? I can't remember, but we have a lot. So let's cover what she does and why you're going to want to skip her. So I'm going to pull up the old trusty Google Translate as always, and we'll run through it. So basically, the start of the battle gives a 6% critical defense increase effect to fairy allies for 2 turns, and for each buff effect applied to fairies, increases damage dealt by fairies by 8% up to 32%. Also at the start of an ally's turn, all enemies will be given a 20% defense-related reduction for 1 turn, and for each debuff on the enemy, the ally's attack-related ability will reduce by 5% up to 20%. So, and then we have a weak point, single enemy, single target weak point. We then have a an attack-related stat increase of allies by 30%, and then we have her usual ultimate, which is a release and deals 630% to all enemies. And then obviously that scales 420, 462 all the way up to 630. So she is a fairy buffer with, spoiler alert, no fairy LR unit. This is, where is it? This is the banner. Yeah, there's not really much to say here. It's just skip it. Like, just straight up skip the banner. Fairies need an LR unit to be any sort of runnable at all. They're so far left behind. The only unit in here that I'd probably say might be worth your time is Green Arthur. I found Green Arthur good for PvE activities, but like he's a normal SSR ticket, I'm pretty sure, right? It's a 600 banner. She will be added to the lineup. Okay, so she'll be added to the normal lineup anyway. Yeah, just please skip. Don't waste your gems. Just a fat avoid. Because we've got festival coming up soon. Next, I don't know, soonish. From memory. I might be wrong on that, to be honest. Actually, maybe we got to wait for the end of the year festival. Not sure, but either way, it's just the easiest skip in the game, which is actually good. Like I'm kind of happy for this. We've had some good units back to back. We've had some before. We've had the Ragnarok tier. We've had Demon King. We've had the collab. If you're interested in the collab. We had Summer Margaret, right, which was a must-have for Nidhogger. So this is actually quite nice to, again, have another one like Matrona where you want a skippable banner. Now, let's get into the more important stuff. Let's talk about the new LR, new Myth Princess Liz. So this is a massive left field one. Like, Red Liz is getting LR, which is just crazy. We all thought it was going to be King, and myself included. It was either going to be Blue Skinny King, Blue New Wings King. But you know what? They went red, green, red. I don't know. Now, we'll go over the units. I've actually put it translated into a document because there is so much text here. So we're going to run through it as a squad. But this is basically it. So the passive is Shared Warmth and PvE. So every time when the unit heals an ally, increase the ally's basic stats by 6% for a max 30%, right? So 30% stat increase. When you use a card, it increases the unit's ult gauge by 1, and before the unit uses an attacking card, it removes all buffs on the enemy. Also, in every content that you heal, when the unit heals allies, it increases allies' regeneration rate by 20%. So as soon as I read this passive, I'm like, Nidhogger. This girl is made for Nidhogger, right? Now, there was a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Apprehension and scarediness in the community, I guess, because we didn't think she was going to be, she wouldn't work for Demonic Beast for Nidhogger. but I think Reddit confirmed not too long ago that basically it is going to work in Demonic Beast because we don't have the no Demonic Beast sign here. It's just going to be when she's in battle and across PvE, which is really good. And I think this is taken from the Korea game. So look, fingers crossed this still translate across, but that should be what it is, right? So basically, she's a Nidhogger unit. She's going to replace Green Liz, which is good, cool. It's nice. It's going to make it's going to make Nidhogger so much more doable for everyone, but it also means you're going to have Summer Margaret, you're going to have Liz, you want to have Freya Relic, like you're going to want all these relics and stuff built out, but look, it could be worse. So Nidhogger unit, right? Rank 1, all the way up to rank 3, basically it's an AoE flood and heals you for a certain percentage of damage done. Hopefully her stats are obviously going to go up as well to make her do more damage so she can heal people as well, but it also will increase her ult gauge by 1 as well. So basically every 2 times you use a card, you're going to have ult again, right? Because you're going to use her ult, get 2 ult gauge, use 2 cards, double fill your ult, and then you're good to go again. So, and then you've got removes all allies debuffs, increase defense related stats by 30%, and then all the way up to 100%, that's kind of wild. Or rank 3 increases all your defense related stats by 100%. We will be so tanky in game. And then Ultimate Garden, the same thing, 7 to 20% of attack, increases the ult gauge, but then also increases the attack related stats. Honestly, this is a wild support unit. Like, this unit is going to be so strong in terms of just supporting. She's a support unit, so of course she's going to support. But like the healing, the defense related stats, the increase like to ult gauge from her ultimate, the attack related stats, like this is just the regeneration rate. Like there's so the basic stats. There is so much here. Where is she? There is so much that this unit's going to do in terms of across all PvE. So I actually think she's going to be a cracked support unit, which is really cool. And she's definitely going to help people who still struggle with Nidhogger. Now, with especially if you don't have Summer Margaret. Now, if you have this girl plus Summer Margaret plus Freya and Freya Relic, and everyone's built to at least like kind of 290k CC or so, this boss should be a walk in the park for you now, right? Should be really, really easy. So yeah, I mean, like I said, very, very surprised. We expected a blue fairy unit. We expected Newing's King. Even Chad King I would have taken. Like wasn't going to be him, but you know, any of those units would have been interesting. But very, very left field and wasn't what I was expecting at all. So yeah, let me know if you guys are ready to go. Did you LR Escanor? Do you already have your legendary seals ready to go to LR Liz? I do not. I'm not super fussed that I don't have her immediately. I'd like to test her out and play with her, but I can do Nidhogg all 3 floors now that I have Summer Margaret, so I'm not as concerned. It's obviously this will make it a lot easier and a lot smoother as a run, but I got Escanor and I'm relatively happy with Escanor. Right, so you've got the new packs as always. Again, don't buy these, please. Legendary Seal pack, that's interesting. Don't buy these. It's just there's no way the Elaine tickets are worth it, so please don't. 40 gems and a whole bunch of these. That's kind of cool. Hero Arena's back, of course, makes sense. I presume Elaine is the festival unit. Yep, of course she is. It's here twice. 42 days though, and then 14 days. So there's a 28-day difference. So for 4 weeks. I don't know what the difference is though. Buffer special characters and seasonal can overtake. Can overlap. Well, I mean, she's a seasonal unit. Of course she's going to be. I think you can use hero coins to purchase the materials necessary for legendary village. Yep. Yeah, makes sense. All usual stuff, I think. Allows a feature that allows you to reset enemy battle information while the league is in progress. Okay, so does that mean that particular fight? I don't know. Information for enemies already defeated all 5 teams. Okay. Improve the system so you can receive rewards after confirming them instead of receiving them immediately after defeating all enemies in the league. You defeat an enemy in a higher league before receiving a reward. Okay, cool. That's good. That's nice. Rewards for each of the league, as always, they stay the same, right? nothing really changes here. Rewards for each major dependent. We still have the legendary seals, which is what everyone's been buying. I don't really think anyone buys anything else apart from legendary seals in this shop, but hey. Event Tariff Trials is back. I mean, why not? I guess it's free resources. The SA coins are great from it, but they're bringing it back more regularly, I suppose, maybe because we don't have Tariff Trials, like the main one. I don't know, it is whatever. Just use Escanor, one shot your way through. Pretty straightforward, free resources, right? Yeah, these are really nice to get. That's 17, 22, 30, right? So 30 SA coins is really nice to get. Is that... I'd say that's ELAINE, maybe. It makes sense. Okay. Oh, and she's got a single costume price. Okay, so she's got a new costume. Or if you don't have that costume, I think. And a Port Solgris. Easy as. Improving the convenience of knighthood orders. Sure, that's a small little change, right? Addition of... Yeah. Ah! There we go. What have I done? Yeah, I mean, the LR's been added. Improved so that full awakening can be sold. Oh, you can sell it. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if I want to be able to sell those. I suppose for people that have heaps of them, maybe. I've got about 12 and I kind of like having that many. Proves you can donate. Okay, so you can also donate the big guy, the OG demon as well. I don't know if that's worth it. Fixed issue we're part of. Sacred's item was missing some content. Ah, okay. Alright guys, so like pretty straightforward, just the return of Heroes Arena, the surprising LR, the Event Tariff Trials is back, and then the insanely skippable ELAINE. So you guys let me know down in the comments below if you're pumped for her, if you think this will help you with Nidhogg, if you're going to use her, if you're ready to go for her, or if you did Escanor and Meliodas instead. But yeah, this is a pretty good unit. I think she's going to be a crazy, crazy support and whatever. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.